What can we do this week, I wonder?
It's just called Eminem style beat, so it's probably like
Eminem style beat. Pianos and strings.
not brutal.
Tutorial on that. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so EMINEM-TYPE beat, hey? First off, we'll start with Battery 4, Bang Bang. So we're essentially going to go for something boom-bappy, right? So it's going to sound like a real kick, but at the same time it needs to sound like it's clearly been sampled from something. So like, basically, like that. It's almost like there's a cymbal with it. It's kind of bled into the microphone, right? So that'll be good. You know what, we might just take this one as well. Just for a bit of layers. I reckon we'll just, we'll take off the attack and we'll put some reverb on it. And it will be like, you know, like a thump. Snare, same deal. I actually don't mind that one. It's so fucking short though. It's just like a fucking split second of a snare. We can probably drag it out with a bit of reverb and maybe some envelope shaping. So we'll give that a go. Maybe we'll just combine these two. Kind of do with this what we're going to do with this kick. Kind of take off the attack and add a bunch of reverb. And it'll be like the almost like a cross between a snare layer and a fucking cymbal layer, right? Cymbals. We'll go hi-hat closed. Sounds a bit open to me, mate. It's actually a good middle ground. You know, we could probably manipulate this to be open and closed whenever we want. We'll just plot those out now to something. Alright. Let's take it down into the 90s, yeah? Slim Shady is something the real shady. Oh, yeah. Mentally ill in Amityville. Bum bum, bum, bum bum. You know, it's just early 2000s Dre all over, right? It's just that sitting on the fucking beat, ride the fucking beat. So yeah, that's sounding pretty good. Let's separate them, shall we? We'll go duplicate, leave only the kicks. Duplicate, leave only the snare. Duplicate, leave only the hats. Use that there. So that's our basic drums. Alright, so let's fix that snare up, shall we? Let's throw an envelope shaper on him. You just want the pop on the tip, not the boo that comes after it. So bring that down to like, you know, somewhere around here. Yeah, just let's bring in some reverb, shall we? Kind of give this thing a bit of a tail. Turn the diffusion off. Ooh. Take like the low out because we don't need the low. We don't even want that much high actually. We want this to extend the mid, but only the tiniest bit. See, even 10's too much. I'll give him a little bit of a boost around the. So obviously the pitch is that that. We want everything above that, just to fill it out a bit, just to make it cut through. Just a little boost there. we want to keep most of that. I'll give you a little before and after of that envelope shaper and the reverb. Before. After. So, you know, it sounds like an actual snare now, which is good. And now for our effects layer. I suppose we'll go into battery, maybe take just a little bit of the attack off of that. So I say 25 milliseconds. Throw a reverb on. And then we'll just cut all the fucking bass out. You don't have to worry about having to turn it down here. It's not going to get rid of the mid. So, roll them out, son. Point. Want a little bit of that, I guess. There's something else that's not quite sitting right. Make him shimmer just a little bit. Sweet. We'll move on to them hi-hats. So main, envelope. So I'll probably just turn that sustain all the way down. Now we'll copy paste that. Copy paste. And this one here will be our closed hi-hat, yeah? Cut some of that attack off. And then hell, we'll turn that decay down, but not much. So if I was to take every second one here and put them on our second hi-hat, it gives us some good dynamic to work with. You know, during the verse, we might even just make that all like quiet hi-hat. Be like, and the loud one will come during the chorus, right? Making everything big and nice and all that good stuff, yeah. Take some of those piercing highs off. Nice! Now for our kicks. So I reckon we'll just give this thing a real good low boost. Take some of that fucking hi-hat as well, Jesus. So I might even give it a little boost at, say, the 1K. Just so we can get that tap, you know? We want a tap. We don't want a click. But it's going to be rather than, right? And let's just go lazy. Throw a fucking limiter on this shit. To get all the guts. We want them guts. So like that. So it's more like a distant rumbling than a fucking crack of lightning, you know what I mean? And we'll go ahead and turn the sustain and release up. Yeah. Now all we need is a little bit of reverb and this thing will be fucking... So we don't need any high in this. So we just turn that right down. And there you go, drum kit, done, I think. Is there anything we're missing? No. Just kick, snare, hi-hats, and layers. Onto our melodic instruments, yeah? Halion Sonic. Alright, so we want our first instrument to be deceivingly innocent, like sort of like happy, like... Pianos and strings. Pianos and strings.
Not brutal.
Strings, yeah. We're going to go one further and we're going to choose pizzicato strings. You know, sort of like clink, 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 clink. Right? Clink, 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 clink. That's what we need now. Pizzicato strings. Hit that Latin influence. Just go the semitone below. I think that, I don't know what scale that is. Who gives a fuck? We'll continue the same pattern, except bring this note down one as well. quick, let's have a listen to the other ones. What have we got? So that's dry as fuck. That's wet as fuck, and it's down an octave for some reason. The plucks sound nicer in this though. So let's just quickly turn that delay down, turn that reverb down. Fuck off, let us do our own thing, please. And we'll just drag it up as fucking octave, shall we? Yeah, man. It sounds like actual strings. That sounds pretty fucking Eminem. The end. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna make a bass, but get this: we're gonna make the bass with the exact same instrument. We'll go down low for this one. Wow, wow. Well, shit, that sounds Eminem as fuck if you ask me. What we need now is another lead instrument to bring in for the chorus. And remember, you know, it's got to be cheerful, or maybe even just tacky, dare I say. I'll tell you what, we'll give a sitar a go. Because why not? You know, vary it up a bit. Tell you what we might do though. Why don't we pitch some of these notes up? You know, it sounds cool and everything, but it just needs a little bit more expression. So we're going to use the pitch bend here. Just click pitch bend here. Up here, it's going to show us the value where our mouse is on. Now, different rules apply to different instruments. So what we're going to do is we're going to test what happens when we take that note all the way to the bottom value. Right. So 2 semitones, which means if we're going to do like a semitone bend, we're going to have to halve 8192, which is, of course, 46, 96, 4096. So 4096. Math. So if we were to pitch bend this one, we'd have to go 4096. Oh, also turn snapping off, because that's just going to make it be a dog. 4088, sure, to 0. Now if we want to do this one, because the note before this in the scale is, we go the whole entire range. Bend them right on up, back to 0. See, much better, yeah? Much better. Now to deliver on those layering promises we made, yeah? This layer kick that happens every 2 bars, we're going to make it happen twice every bar during the chorus. Hi-hats, we'll make them all quiet ones during the verse. We might even go so far as to bring these two into the loud before the chorus, you know, to like sort of bring it in. Here's a new idea. We'll paste these two together, right click, choose the glue tool, bang, they're all the same bar, so you can just open it all up at once now. I'm thinking these high notes we take out during the verse, so it just goes. It's starting to shape up. The bass though, where is that bass? If I hold these notes out, haha, look at that. Pizzicato notes, if you drag them out, are no longer really pizzicato, are they? Drag them bitches out. You know what? I think that'll do us for today. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Please. Any suggestions on potential new episodes? Put them in the comments, motherfuckers. Cheers. I'll see you later.
Psychotic break and I'm having it, but now I'm just babbling. Sorry, talk, I let my mind wander up. It's like, sorry that the world is against me. I'm sorry that my mind is always running on empty. I'm sorry that I wrote that song, whatever song that pissed you off. Hell, talk, I think I'm losing it all. Sorry that the world is against me. I'm sorry that my mind is always running on empty.